Imagine going for a walk in the bush and there's no wildflowers. Imagine going to your favourite millennials cafe and you can't buy a smashed avocado. Imagine trying to do a PhD without coffee. This is a future without bees. And I'm not talking about the European honeybee, an introduced species, and as we know from cats and cane toads, introduced species typically have bad effects on our wildlife. No, I'm talking about our native bees. There are in fact 2,000 species of native bees in Australia. These are the bees that I love. They give me a real buzz, and the ones that we really need to protect. You see, native bees are often better pollinators compared with honeybees, and this is especially the case for our wildflowers. Our wildflowers draw in people near and far. They're what make Australia's landscapes Australia. But no native bees, no native wildflowers. Native bees can also be better pollinators on fruit and veggies. Take tomatoes for example. Honeybees can't even pollinate these. Our native blue-banded bees though, they produce bumper crops. The issue is that our native bees are under threat, suffering from a lack of food resources as we clear vegetation to make way for cities. How can we help them? By planting flowers, but not just any flowers. Many of our native bees are quite selective in what they'll forage on. My research is dedicated to saving the bees by identifying what flowers our native bees need. I spent over 2 years in front yards and backyards, in patches of remnant vegetation in the city, recording all the flower species that the native bees visit and don't visit. So, what did I find? Well, over these 2 years, I made observations of over 27,000 native bees, belonging to over 120 species, so there clearly is a rich biodiversity of native bees in the burbs. But to my crucial research question, what flowers do our native bees need? Well, concerningly, many flowers marketed as bee-friendly on popular gardening websites actually aren't that attractive to native bees. Plant these and it's like trying to give Brussels sprouts to kids. They're just not interested. Instead, what our native bees are really drawn to are our wildflowers, in particular our iconic eucalypts, bottle brushes and native pea plants. So, what does this all mean? Well, firstly, we really need to protect and restore native vegetation in our cities. Secondly, we need to encourage garden centres, gardeners and homeowners to go native in their floral selection. If we adopt these measures, we can ensure that our native bees will keep on buzzing in the burbs. Thank you.